Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. It is early in the morning. I'm not a super huge morning person, but as soon as I got out here, I saw how beautiful it was and I'm in a lot better mood than I was waking up. It is 6 degrees Celsius today. That is cold. And earlier this week, it was actually 35 degrees. We are up here at Beauchene Wilderness Lodge, and there is some pretty crazy fishing up here. Even though it's such a good fishery, a cold front like this does make conditions a lot harder, but it is perfect for what we are trying today. And we are using the new X-Zone Hot Shot Minnow, which is a drop shot bait. It's an ultra finesse bait and typically is good for these lethargic fish that want nothing to do with a bigger moving bait. So we're going to head down to the other end of the lake, hopefully hook into a few. Let's get going. All right, so we are in a little idle zone here, and we're actually going to pretty much the far end of the lake. Most people that stay at Beauchene Wilderness Lodge tend to fish mainly around the cabins because it's closer and there is lots of good fishing there. And I have a feeling that if we go to the other end of the lake where the fish are pressured less, they will be more willing to eat. We're going for a little bit of a run, but I think it will be worth our while. And that really goes for any big lake. If you go where the fish are less pressured, they're more likely to eat. The first spot we're going to check out is a little creek that I found a couple years ago fishing with Dad. This could be a bust. It could be something really good. I don't know if we're gonna make it into this creek mouth. I think it got shallower. So unfortunately the sand came up or the water came down, one or the other, and we actually can't get through here because it's too shallow. The boat is bottoming out, so we have to abort this mission. That's okay, I guess. All right, spot number 2. Here we come. Oh, it's cold. All right, so it's a little creek mouth. I usually like to fish at Beauchene, just sight fishing. This creek mouth is more of a blind fishing spot. You just cast into the current. Oh, I think I already have a fish on. Yeah, I got a fish on already. First cast into the creek. We got a smallie on. I think it's just a little one. Oh, literally my first cast right into the current. Oh, I'm seeing more fish on Mega Live. Let's get the net. Always have your net ready at Beauchene. Ah! She's jumping. There we go! First cast, first fish. Look at that. That was crazy. He hammered that bait. Early morning smallmouth bass. This fish warmed my hands up. He's warmer than the air. Let's get him back. Oh. He's ready. There he goes. First cast, right away, fish. That's right where I wanted to go. Oh, fish on. Oh my gosh, that thing hit so hard. That thing hit so hard. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, did you see that jump? It's coming right at me too. Right in that current. Once again, on that line, you can see like a line of where the current meets the rocks. It's a little bit shallower in there. It's a good one. Get over here, fish. Get over here, get over here. Ah, there we go. Number 2 on the creek. He hammered that bait. Holy cow. This fish literally almost ripped the rod out of my hands. He completely choked that bait. Right in the shallows near a tree in the current. Beautiful smallmouth bass. Woo-hoo, that was sick. Ow. He ate my hand when I let him go. All right, gonna have to retie. All right, I'm gonna show you how to rig this bait because the fish bit the tail off of this one. So the cool thing about this bait is the little slit in the plastic in the bottom of it. So basically, the hook goes through this slit here and up through the top of the nose. So it will sit more horizontal like this and it will look more lifelike that way. And in my opinion, I feel like this would give me a way better hookup percentage than another soft plastic because it's not as thick here and I can get the hook through the plastic and into the fish's mouth. Something I learned from Brandon Polnick after watching a couple of his videos is the bait actually floats. So it's once again more horizontal and looks more lifelike. It also rolls instead of moving up and down. So it gives a little bit of a different action than other drop shot baits. I'm gonna try for one more fish at this creek mouth and then I'm going to try deep rock and then I'm gonna try shallow rock and then we're gonna go from there. Last cast after this. Oh, I missed him. So I have a bad habit of hooking sideways and not up. Drop shot, if you hook sideways, the hook's just gonna pop right out of its mouth. You have to hook up. That's the way the hook's situated. It's pointing up, not sideways, and that's why it doesn't get hooked. So I'm casting once more. I lied. That wasn't my last cast because I got hit but didn't catch the fish. All right, time to go fish the deep rock.
Yeah. No fear.
I have to catch one off here. We've never really tried that island. That's a fish. There we go, there we go. Fish on the deep rock. Let's get my net over here. The cool thing is this whole entire shoreline is literally deep rock and you can cast at any part of the shoreline randomly and most likely hook into a fish. Oh my goodness, buddy. Ah! There we go, right in the net. Let's get away from these rocks real quick. I did actually not feel him hit at all. He kind of just pulled a little bit. I felt a little bit of weight and bam, hooked him right in the top of the mouth. Beautiful looking fish. I got my deep rock fish, got my creek fish. Now I think I'm gonna try a little bit longer along the shoreline and then go get my shallow rock fish. Try all the different terrains, except for sandy bottoms because I couldn't get in there. There he goes. Alrighty, let's try for one more here.
You gotta get up and go get it.
Oh, I got hit, I got whacked. As soon as it hit the, oh my gosh, I'm casting right back in there. There we go, there we go. Once again, I cast to the fishiest looking rock and it worked. There's a little bit of trees there. In the deep part, we're fishing at about 8 to 10 feet. And these fish love this drop shot. Let's not lose this fish. There we go. Little guy. I got my creek fish, deep rock fish. Now, let's get him unhooked. My bait fell out of its mouth as soon as I got him in the net. Get him back. There he goes. 2 creek fish, 2 deep rock fish. Time to go catch some shallow rock fish. It's already 8:51 and Mom wants us to head in for breakfast soon. So I'm gonna try here quickly, catch 1 or 2 fish, and then we're just gonna head in after this shallow, rocky area. Oh, it's a fish, not a, oh, I didn't hook it properly. I thought it was a snake. My line's moving. Fish on. Fish on. Woo! This guy might have swallowed the hook because I literally lost him the first time. Then he just swiped at it again after I pulled it out of his mouth. And I didn't even feel him. I just saw my line moving. In the net you get. There we go. Oh, it's not as big as I thought it was, but it's still a good size. Hooked him perfectly in the top of the nose. Very cool looking fish. He's got some really spiky fins up here. Let's get him back. I love their red eyes. These fish have cool red eyes. The ones back at home don't. There we go, fish on. Oh, this feels like a good one. It hit really hard. Oh, he's coming right to me. I hate when they come right to the boat because then you have to pick up all that slack line. Oh yeah, it's a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one. Oh, where's the net? Where's the net? Ah! I'm spinning my whole rod in half. In the net. Ah, no. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Jumped right in the net. This might be the biggest fish of the day. This is a giant Beauchene smallie. This is a big smallie in general. He completely hammered that bait. It fell off in the net. That is a good way to end off an incredible morning of smallmouth bass fishing using the X-Zone Hot Shot Drop Shot bait. 2 fish at each spot. I would go try out in a more sandy area, but unfortunately, it's time for breakfast. So let's get a quick picture with this guy and get him back. Well, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. It unfortunately is breakfast time and Mom is calling us in to eat. So we are going to head out. I thought that the drop shot performed incredibly. We caught 2 fish on each spot. I was planning on sight fishing them today, but unfortunately it didn't pan out as well as planned, so I did a lot of blind casting, but you know what? It worked. We caught lots of fish. I really tested this thing out for some small northern smallmouth bass, and it was an awesome morning to say the least. If you ever get a chance to come up here, I highly suggest you do. The fishing is pure insanity. It is just so much fun. If you liked today's video as much as we did filming it, please click the like button, and if you'd like to see more content like this, please click the big red subscribe button, and of course always remember to take a kid fishing. We will see you next time.